we go, losing self-control.
Hey guys, welcome to day 5 of the Biannual Bibliothon reading vlogs. I just wanted to do a quick update before I go to bed. I've been reading for about the last hour and a half of the Young Elites, and I'm now at page 202, so I'm over halfway now. That's the side I've read. That's the side I haven't read. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired as fuck, as it's like 1:30 in the morning. But yeah, I'm happy with how much I've read so far. Hopefully I'll be able to get that one finished tomorrow pretty easily. Let me see how much time I've got left. On Bookly, if you didn't know, Bookly is an app where you basically track your reading. It's kind of like a Fitbit for reading. But yeah, so you track every time you read and it gives you an estimated time of how long it's going to take you to finish this book if you continue reading at the same speed. So if I can continue reading at the same speed, I'll be done in 3 hours. So that's pretty good, and I've been reading for 3 hours and 49 minutes so far. So yeah, I'm over halfway. I'll finish that one tomorrow hopefully and get a start on The Wicked Deep. I just had to look at what the name was because I couldn't think of it. But yeah, hopefully I'll get a start on The Wicked Deep tomorrow as well, and possibly the audiobook for Queen of Blood. So fingers crossed, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll update you guys in the morning because right now I need to go to bed. Hey guys, so it's about 11:30. I haven't done much today. I had breakfast and I've been watching some YouTube, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I updated last night, but I'm currently at page 201 of the Young Elites, and I want to finish this one today. I haven't started the Queen of Blood yet. Last night after I updated you guys, I did listen to a little bit of Harry Potter, but I was pretty tired, so I thought I was probably going to fall asleep pretty soon, so I didn't want to put on a new audiobook and then lose where I'm up to, and then yeah. So I just put on Harry Potter, it doesn't matter. Don't mind the beanie, I'm about to go and sit outside. Generally I don't wear beanies unless I'm around the house, but yeah, and it's also the only one I own, and it's a Corona one, which I got from the pub. If you don't know, Corona is a beer that's sold in Australia. I don't know if it's sold anywhere else, but I don't drink beer, but I got a free beanie, so anyway. But yeah, I was just watching Emma Book's Biannual Bibliothon reading vlogs because she is doing daily ones the same as I am. So I was watching them, and she is reading The Wicked Deep, and she is not enjoying the romance. And as someone who doesn't like romance, that scares me a little bit, because she said basically the plot of the book would not exist without the romance. So that makes me question things, because I don't like books with heavy romance. So because of that, I'm going to see if I can get the audiobook, because at least with the audiobook I can kind of like just push through it, but trying to force myself to read a book that's romance heavy, I don't want to do that to myself when I'm like just getting out of a reading slump. Like, I've done pretty good reading how much I have this week so far, and I don't want to put myself back in a slump by reading something I don't think I'm going to enjoy. At first I thought I was going to enjoy it, but now I don't think I am. So we'll just have to see, but I'm going to see if I can get the audiobook and read it that way rather than reading the physical book. So I don't know what physical book I'm going to pick up after this. I might pick up something, I don't know. But yeah, I'll just have to see, because if I get The Wicked Deep on audiobook and I've still got to listen to The Queen of Blood on audiobook, I've only got 2 audiobooks left to go and this one. So I might pick up another physical book because I want to keep this flow going. I want to keep reading. So yeah, but I might pick up, I just had a thought, I might pick up one of the books that I had for the try a chapter tag that I didn't pick. So either Between the Shade and the Shadow and The Blood Within the Stone, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I might pick one of those two and read it, because I feel like on ebook I'm not falling asleep as much, because reading this a couple times I've like started going to sleep and I've had to put it down and like go do something and then come back to it. But on ebooks that doesn't happen as much, probably because like I'm looking at a screen and that's not good for your eyesight. I'll go on and see if I can get the audiobook for The Wicked Deep. So on Audible, because The Wicked Deep isn't unscribed, I've already checked. But on Audible, the great thing is that you can exchange books that you don't like or that you're just never gonna read again. So it's great. Obviously, that's not a thing on Scribe because it doesn't need to be. Like, you're not relying on that 1 credit a month. You can read unlimited books. But when you're relying on that 1 credit a month, it's handy that you can return a book and get that credit back. So I've been doing that a fair bit for books that I'm never going to read again, or I didn't love that much. Like, I returned Circe because didn't like it, never going to read it again. Also, books that you don't like the narration of, you can return them. Well, really, you can return any book. I don't know if there's a limit, but I only do like 1 or 2 at a time. So let me have a look. I think I'm going to return the Shadow and Bone series because I don't think I'm ever going to read that again. Not on audiobook anyway. And it's really handy because I've returned books that have now popped up on Scribed, so I no longer need them on Audible when I can get them for free on Scribed. So I just return books. And while I'm here, I may as well return the other 2 books in the series. Because I might read Six of Crows again, but I probably won't read Shadow and Bone again because I just didn't like it as much. So cool, I have some Audible credits now for Wicked Deep. I hope this is on Audible after I just did that. Wait, it's not. What? Why isn't it on here? What? Is it on Kobo? Let me have a look. Because Emma's reading the audiobook, so there's obviously an audiobook for it. I'm just checking on Kobo. The ebook's on here, but the audiobook's not. What the hell? I might have to physically read it or just skip the book. That's just because I'm in Australia. I hate it, that sometimes. I don't see why an audiobook cannot be in every country. Don't know where it is. But it's not on Kobo, it's not on Audible, it's not on Scribed, and it's not on my library app. And I'm about out of options unless I doubt it'll be on Otto, which is that crap one that I have spoken about before, which I still have because I've got the Abortion series by Garth Nix on there and I want to read that. Nope. It's got The Wicked Will Rise. Okay, so update for my TBR. I will not be reading The Wicked Deep. I'm not sure what I'll read. It'll probably be one of those other 2 books that I chose for the Try a Chapter Challenge because all of them really interested me, but I had to pick one. A lot of rambling. I'm gonna actually go and read now. I'm gonna go sit outside with my dog and read. Yeah, I'll update you later at some point.
Self-control. I keep telling myself, but I don't wanna let you know. Is this what we become? Strangers on the...
Hey guys, so weird angle, I know. You're currently, well, my camera is currently in my cupboard, but we're working with it. It's about 1:30 and I have been reading for about an hour and a half, maybe a bit more. I've been reading The Young Elites, obviously. In between that, Dad did come home and I was talking to him for a little bit, and I did something else. I don't remember what else I did. I went and got water and stuff, so it hasn't been quite the entire time reading, but I've been reading a fair bit, and I'm currently up to page 280, and I've only got this much to go, which according to Bookly is about an hour and a half. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how much I'm going with. There was a romance for a little bit, but then it kind of died, so that was okay. I'm assuming it's gonna come back because everything works out in the end in YA books. But yeah, for that little bit I wasn't enjoying the romance, and also I don't love the main character. Like, I just kind of want to slap her around the face and tell her to not do the thing she did, like, multiple times, and like just tell them the truth. What are the people in lying? My god. Anyway, so like I said, I don't love the main character, but I do like the world. It's getting like we're right in the middle of the action now, so yeah. But I'm gonna make some lunch. I haven't decided whether I'm gonna have chicken rice or whether I'm gonna put something in the oven out of the freezer. I haven't decided, but it's chilly inside. Like, it's nice and warm outside, but it's cold inside. So yeah, I'm gonna put something in the oven and then go back to reading. Hey guys, don't mind my hair. I just got out of the shower and it's wet and I don't want it hanging down my back and making me cold. It's 6 o'clock. I got home from my walk about half an hour ago and I just went and had a shower and stuff. But before I went to have a walk, I did finish The Young Elites by Marie Lu. I don't know where the book is. I think it's in my room. And I started writing my review for it, but then I left my walk, so I didn't get it finished. I will leave it linked down below though, as it will be up today. So it'll be up by the time this reading vlog goes live. So yeah, but I I also, while I was out walking, started the Queen of Blood, and it's okay so far. I'm not 100% sure who the main character is, or if there's just going to be multiple throughout the whole book, because it seems to be swapping between, well, I think we've done 3 chapters now, and it's been 3 different points of view. So it's a bit odd, but hopefully it'll improve to a point where we actually know who the main character is. But yeah, I'm in the middle of chapter 4. Okay, so it's about 51 pages according to my calculations based on the chapter. Again, this is through Scribe and it doesn't have percentages, but yeah, about 51 pages. So yeah, I wouldn't say I'm not liking it or I'm liking it so far. The world is interesting, but yeah, we just need to get to a character and kind of stick with it, because at the moment I don't really care about any of the characters because I haven't got to know them enough, because I've only had like one little bit of info, like one little bit from each of them. So I'm only a couple chapters in, so hopefully it gets better and gets a little less confusing, because there hasn't exactly been a ton of world building yet. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, right now I'm just gonna go have dinner. I'm gonna eat some more leftover pumpkin soup and then get back to get back to writing that review for the Young Elites. I need to do that first. And then I'll probably listen to some more of The Queen of Blood. And as for the next book, like the next physical book I'll be reading, because I've decided not to pick up The Wicked Deep, I've decided, well, at first I was going to choose between The Shadow and The Shade and the Shadow by Coleman Alexander, which is one of the review copies I have. But I also decided that I need to get to a new release for the Summer Love and Book Camp Challenge. And that one was released last year, so it's not a new release. So I haven't quite decided what I'm going to read yet, as there's 2 new releases I have that are arcs, but both of them I've got to read the book before it. And for Record of a Spaceborne Few, I've got to read A Closed and Common Orbit, which is an audiobook that I have, so I've got to listen to that audiobook and then read the physical book. And then the other one is a middle grade that I need to read the first book, but the first book isn't a new release because it released last year. The next book is a new release. So I don't know what I'm going to read yet. We'll have to figure it out, but right now I'm just going to go eat dinner and then review that book. Hey guys, so it's actually after midnight now on day 5, I think. Well, technically it's day 6 because it's after midnight, but I need to close up the day 5 reading vlog, so for all accounts and purposes, day 5. So yeah, today I finished reading The Young Elites by Marie Lu, and I have reviewed this. I will leave a link in the description. As for The Queen of Blood, I have listened to a fair chunk. I've only got 4 hours to go, and it was a 13.5-hour audiobook, so I've nearly listened to 10 hours worth, and that's about the equivalent of 250 pages, so I'm pretty happy with that. Hopefully I'll be able to get it done fairly soon. I am listening to it at 1.5, I think. Yeah, I'm listening to it at 1.5, so I'll listen to a bit more tonight, but that'll be tomorrow's reading vlog. So yeah, I think that's all for today's reading vlog. I don't think I need to tell you anything else. So yeah, I'll wrap up this video here, and I'll see you in the day 6 reading vlog tomorrow.
Under your spotlight. That's the way